Rafe DVM coming at you today with some just awesome stats on the track Skidsteer, the 317G that came out in 2016. You've already seen this probably in a video too when we were putting in the culvert on the driveway and stuff, because it's shown up already on our property, but here it is at the dealership before we actually brought it home. This thing's got some power. It's 61 horse beast. It's got some easy layout controls. Not a lot different than previous models, but I definitely like the large swing out door. I like the mirror, the way it's positioned and out of your way, and you don't hit it when you come in. I definitely like the controls. I like them up high and out of my way where I don't bump them. Push button start. Oh, just love it. And then the ability, to change your controls from EH and so forth. I like that. Joysticks, obviously, that's the way of the future. You can't get around electric hydraulic controls. They're pretty much standard now. I mean, obviously, you can get, the foot pedal arm controls, but I really don't know why you'd want to. Once you get used to the joysticks, it's more comfortable and easier to operate. You can actually drive and, scratch your nose. Either way, it's a very nice layout. I've been in numerous competitor skid steers, and these are pretty much industry standard at this point. I can't speak enough about the heavy-duty Jensen radio. That is just a really nice piece of equipment to have in any of these skid steers, just for comfort when you're in these things all day long hauling gravel. Back end, I like it. It opens up, it's easy to get to. I like that the fuel tank is inside the door where it can't get beaten up, and I like it that it's low. It's not real high where you get these things up on a trailer and you got to fuel them. What a pain in the butt they can be when the gas tank's sitting up high. The tracks, there's just nothing better. There's just no way around it. They don't get stuck. Now, granted, I understand if you're plowing snow on pavement, you're not going to want to wear out tracks. But when it comes to farm use, there's nothing better. These things float. These are the 15.8-inch tracks, and they do awesome. With the width being less than 72 inches, I can't complain about this machine. That narrowness just really helps this little beast get around. And the fact that it picks up, over 5,000 pounds, it's got power, it's low center to gravity, but still got great ground clearance. It's just awesome. I'm going to shoot the specs out in this video. I'm going to have them in just about every frame. Every time I've done a review on a skid steer we've had on the farm, somebody, comments below asking for this spec or that spec. So I'm going to try and give as many of them as I can. This is probably my favorite skid steer I've had on the farm. This, I think, is the 5th one on the farm, but this has definitely been our favorite. Hands down, the best lighting on the beast. Really bright lights in the front, really bright lights in the back. It's got great visibility for a track skid steer. I love the little arch right below the word 317G. You can look through that and see your track position very easily. John Deere has been really known for getting that open kind of feel to a smaller cab and a smaller track skid steer, and this one really, really does it. I like that the tracks are grease adjustable and pretty easy to maintain, and certainly having the power with this machine, the lifting ability and the speed that it's got, being it's only a single stage hydraulic. I mean, you don't have like a rabbit gear in this one. Okay, remember, this is the smallest track skid steer they make, but it's also the most powerful, smallest track skid steer John Deere has come out with. I don't mind not having, that two-stage speed system. I did like it, do not get me wrong. I've had it in my wheeled skid steers, but I don't seem to mind it in this one. Track skid steers, when they get going fast, tend to vibrate anyways and be quite noisy, so keeping this at a more manageable speed, it's completely fine for me. This has been a great beast. Again, you can see it in some of our other videos, doing some work around the place. It's been a great skid steer so far. I just wanted to get the review done on it and tell you what we think and get the stats out there so people can look into this machine and buy it too. Thanks, folks.